Welcome, North Davies. I'm Coach McNabb, and I'm here with Logan Miller from my communications class. Logan was interested in doing some podcasts this year, and we did several last year as we had some students in there that were interested, and then the year before as well. Logan's going to come up with some topics throughout the year, and we'll bring you some podcasts, periodically. Nothing, maybe obviously not every day, or maybe not even every week, but we will be bringing you some various topics, just anything random from food to sports to movies and music and everything in between. So tonight and today, this evening, whenever you're listening, we're going to be bringing you some topics regarding one of my favorite subjects, and that's food. So Logan has come up with some questions. So Logan, first of all, welcome. We'll do this every couple weeks, and excited that you're excited about it, and bringing different topics to the table. And first of all, just talk about what led you to decide to talk about food tonight.
Well, I was just scouring the internet, and I just found some controversial food topics, and like toppings on pizza and such. And I was just thinking, me and Coach, we have some varying differences in food, so I was figuring, why not just see if we can put it on a podcast?
All right. Well, sounds good to me. Logan's been, he did a nice job of writing the questions down, so we're just going to jump right in. Logan, just fire away, and then we'll talk about them.
Well, to lead into the first question was, what's your favorite type of cereal, the best type?
Favorite type of cereal? Fun fact about me is I love cereal. I, was a pretty much 5 times a week kind of cereal guy, and usually not in the mornings. I'm usually an evening cereal kind of guy, right before bed. And cereal for me is pretty much anything goes except for Raisin Bran.
I agree.
I'm not a Raisin Bran guy. Don't like raisins. So that's the one cereal that I will not eat. If I had to pick a favorite cereal, I'm probably leaning towards like Cinnamon Toast Crunch is pretty good. I love Fruit Loops. It takes me back to my days when I was a kid, eating cereal in the mornings. But pretty much anything, to be honest. I'm a big cereal guy. What about you?
I'm a Cap'n Crunch man.
Okay.
Although I like to eat it and it destroys the roof of my mouth because I eat it too soon. But
okay.
I'm a huge Cap'n Crunch fan. Like Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Just love the sugary parts.
Sure. Yeah, what's up next?
Well, this leads into the second question. This is a controversial one with cereal. Do you pour milk in the bowl first, or do you pour the cereal in the bowl first?
I'm not sure I could trust anyone that pours the milk in first. That seems a little bit odd to me. I'm a cereal in first, then the milk over the top.
Well, this became a huge argument over Instagram and Twitter for a while. And me personally, I'm a cereal, then milk. The only time it's milk first is when you're pouring yourself another bowl.
Okay.
Well, now we've got the breakfast covered. I want to move on to maybe lunch, dinner, whatever you want to do. And that leads into pizza. What goes on pizza? Does pineapple belong on pizza?
Pizza is another one of them things that I just eat regardless of pretty much what's on it, except black olives. I'm not a big black olives guy. Pineapple on pizza, that's the famous debate that all people tend to lean towards when discussing pizza toppings. Can't say that I'm a fan of it, but I can't really say that I'm not a fan of it. If you stuck a piece of pizza in front of my face that had pineapple on it, I'm probably not going to turn it away, just because it does have that nice cheese base and sauce base and crust that's still the same as every other pizza. So I'm not going to say no, but I probably wouldn't order it as my first choice.
Well, I'm a huge pineapple on pizza fan. It's my first choice. I even put pineapples on burgers, but people had the argument of it's a fruit. You don't put fruit on a pizza. Well, if you think a tomato is a fruit, then guess what? Your pizza sauce is a jam. So I'm sorry I ruined that for everyone. But This leads into the next one. What's the best type of pizza? What's your favorite?
I'm a New York style pizza guy. For those of you that aren't familiar with the different styles, you've mainly got 2 different types. You've got a Chicago deep dish style, and then you've got New York style, which is more thin, a little bit larger slices. That's where I lean. I'm more of a big pizza, kind of a party pizza, they call them, party, football pizzas, as they say, whenever you're around a watching a game and you just want to, buy a pizza at the local pizza place. But if you travel up north, Indy's got a couple places now, and then obviously in Chicago you'll run into some nice deep dish options. But I'm a New York style guy, thin and big pieces and a lot of cheese. What do you think?
I'm more of a New York style type of guy. I do realize there's a lot of styles, but I'm more of a thin slice man, like my crust a little burnt, and just load that puppy with cheese, and I'll down that thing.
All right.
But that leads into the next one. When you have leftovers of the pizza, if you have leftovers, what's the best way to eat it? You pull it right out the fridge, eat it cold, you microwave it a little bit, or you throw it back in the oven?
Definitely have had cold pizza before. A lot of times we'll do that for breakfast. But the best way to do it is put it back in the oven because it returns to that original crispiness, if not even better than the first time you had it. I've learned a couple times, even eating Mother Bear's pizza, when they bring it out to you, the crust isn't exactly the crispiness that I want it. But when I take it home and I reheat it in the oven, it's almost better than the first time. So that's just one thing I've learned. So I think the best way to reheat pizza eat leftover pizza is reheating it in the oven.
I just usually either pull it straight out the fridge and go at it, or I microwave. I don't really have time to make it all nice and crispy. I just go at it.
Okay, well, just a little tip. It doesn't take long. Just preheat the oven to 350. Throw it in there for 10 minutes, and you're golden. Doesn't take too long to heat up.
Now I think I'm gonna take us over to a little bit of a snack/dessert section, and it was about peanut butter and jelly, and people were arguing over the best type of peanut butter and the best type of jelly. So are you a crunchy peanut butter or a smooth peanut butter type of person?
Well, lately we've only been buying smooth, creamy peanut butter. We usually buy in bulk from Sam's Club. Get that big 2-pack that they have everything else in as well. But growing up, we did have a lot of crunchy peanut butter at the house, and I am a huge peanut butter fan. Pretty much eat it on several things. So I'm probably gonna lean smooth, but again, I don't, I like all kinds of peanut butter. And then as far as jelly goes, I like blackberry, I like strawberry. Honestly, again, just as long as I don't really love sugar-free jelly, I feel like that defeats the purpose of jelly or jam. So anything that's got some sugar and goes with peanut butter, it's like a match made in heaven.
I'm a Smucker's type person. Just give me those little peanut butter with grape on them, and I'm a happy person.
All right.
Now we're going to have a little debate. What is the better dessert, cake or ice cream?
That's a good question, and I think it's another one of them just heat of the moment type of things. When one day I'll probably say cake, and the next day I'll probably say ice cream. They're very different. One's very cold, and one's room temperature, and one has icing and one doesn't, and you can put a lot of toppings on one and not so much on the other. So they're very different desserts. They go well together. Obviously, that's why you've had cake and ice cream since you've been to every birthday party. Since you've been alive, basically. So if I had to pick one, I would probably honestly say cake, just because I saw a movie last night that had cake on the table, and I told my wife that I wanted some cake, and so right now I'm feeling cake. That's pretty much.
Favorite type of cake? You like a German chocolate type of man or red velvet?
Not red velvet. I like red velvet. Honestly, my favorite type of cake would be from Costco. It's got like a cream cheese middle. It's like a layer of cream cheese throughout the entire cake. Very, very delicious, and I highly recommend a Costco cake. That was actually the cake we had at our wedding reception. So, it was not only cheap, but it was also very delicious.
I'm person ice cream man, so Let It Snow is always up there for me.
Yeah, nice little shout out to Let It Snow Creamery, here located here in Odin, Indiana.
Yep, always good flavors. I love the candy jar. That's the best type of one. Just mash everything together, all your favorites. Okay. Milkshake is the best way to have it.
All right. And
that leads on to the next one. When you get a milkshake in any type of burger place, if you get a milkshake, do you dip your fries in it?
I do not. I usually mix a little bowl of ketchup and mayonnaise and mix that together. I call that my fancy sauce. That is usually what I dip my fries in, is the fancy sauce. Do not dip my fries in milkshakes.
I like dipping my fries in milkshakes, but I usually just try to eat them plain because condiments sometimes have too much sugar and stuff, and if you're trying to watch how much you're trying to take in, sometimes it's best to eat them plain and just enjoy the flavor of the fry.
Sure.
Now, this leads on to the next part. Candy corn. People say it's either really disgusting or absolutely the best candy in the world. What are your opinions on candy corn?
Not a big candy corn guy. I think if it was the only candy on the planet, I'd eat it, but not a big candy corn guy. And honestly, I do know if you mix candy corn with some peanuts and you eat them together, it tastes like a payday. So that's something I would do that over just eating it plain.
See, I am one of those people that enjoy candy corn, will eat it plain, and I get a lot of crap for it. Honestly, if I'm just going to be honest, people do not like candy corn, and I don't understand why. It's just a giant thing of sugar. There's nothing more to like about it.
Pretty much.
Now, this leads on to another controversial one. Are you a Coke or Pepsi type of guy?
I am a Coca-Cola guy through and through. I won't turn down a cold Pepsi either because it's delicious as well. But if I had to pick one, it would be Coca-Cola, who was also known for using Santa as first time Santa was ever used as in advertising. If you've noticed in the past, Santa's been on some of the Coke commercials. So another positive of Coca-Cola is they bring the jolly red man into the equation. So Coca-Cola all the way.
See, I'm a Pepsi man. Not only because I love Mountain Dew and everything, but I think they're innovative with how bringing in professional athletes and things, because it's nice being able to watch this person run up and down like a court for 36 minutes a game and then see them drinking a Pepsi, just like you would like a regular everyday person.
Right. Well, we got about 1 minute left, Logan. You want to wrap up with any questions? We can do one more, or is that about it?
We have one more. Weirdest food combination you enjoy?
Weirdest food combination that I enjoy. I guess I would have to sit and think about that. Do you have one in mind?
I do have one, and I've got a lot of weird looks when I say it. I dip my pizza rolls in pancake syrup.
Okay. Yeah, that is certainly odd. I wouldn't find that too appetizing, but hey, everybody to each their own. I honestly can't think of anything too wild, that's different than what everybody else probably does. So I as of right now, I have nothing to contribute to that question. But Logan, I appreciate you coming on and getting these questions together and for our first podcast here in the communications class. And we'll do another one in a couple weeks and give you some time to come up with another topic and come up with some questions, and we will do it again soon. Anything else to throw in?
Nope.
All right.
Just stay safe.
Yes, sir. Stay safe, and we'll see you again soon, North Davies.